And the first one I want to talk about is Algorand adding Python 5 support. I think this is great. And we're going to talk about why TypeScript might actually be a bigger deal, though. But let's look at the Python news first. All right, this is right from the Algorand developers account. Python is where AI and blockchain meet. With Algorand Python 5 and the new Python language server, developers can use one familiar language to build everything from AI-powered tools to on-chain apps. Now, this is great. You can look more about that on their blog. They talk about that, but Python was a big deal when they launched it because a lot of developers already use Python as one of the most popular languages in the world. But I actually think this is a bigger deal. TypeScript, I personally use Python. I think it's one of the most accessible languages out there. But let me tell you, TypeScript was huge because a lot of developers already know TypeScript, and on a lot of other chains, they're developing in TypeScript and then transferring it over. In this case, they can do it right in TypeScript. In a recent interview with ccn.com news, Algorand Foundation developer relations engineer, this is Joran Bruns, explained why developers are choosing Algorand over Ethereum and Solana. So when asked how Algorand compares with established giants like Ethereum or Solana, Bruns pointed to developer accessibility. TypeScript was a huge factor for me, he admitted. If you're a web developer, you can bring your existing skills straight into blockchain. You don't need to learn an entirely new language or architecture. I mean, that's just a huge barrier that they unlock. That accessibility, he believes, will drive the next wave of adoption. There are so many developers who don't realize they already have the skills to build decentralized applications. They just need a reason and a platform that doesn't make it painful. Exactly. And we just had John Woods, former CTO of Algorand, on our channel, currently the CTO of Nillion. And, I asked him for some advice for developers around blockchain. He said, hey, don't feel like you need to have some kind of permission or credentials. Like, if you're already an engineer, you can start developing on chains like Algorand, especially Algorand, pretty much right from the get-go. There's just a little extra stuff to learn around smart contracts. And, he recommended Serious Cryptography, the book, which I started reading, pretty interesting. And you should check out that interview. It was pretty good, but we'll get on to the next segment here.